Going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please drop your ones in the chat. Please drop your ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Drop your ones in the chat for me, y'all. Drop those ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Okay. Let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Couple of more ones, y'all. If you're in the building, drop a one for me. If you're in the building, drop a one for me, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly so we can get right into today's show. Okay. Shout out to everyone in the building. I appreciate that. Shout out to everyone in the building. And of course, we are back right here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. Of course, I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everyone in the building. If you are here, make sure you have done what is free. Make sure you've done what's free. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Share today's show. That is how you support the show for free. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. It's very much appreciated. We got another great show lined up for you guys today. Shout out to all the visionaries in the building. Shout out to all my lovely mods that always come through and hold down the chat. Salute to y'all ladies. I'm going to get to the chat and see who's in the building. We'll get to the chat, see who's in the building. But make sure you guys, if you're in the building, you hit that like button, you hit that share button, you do what's free. Let's see who's in the building. And then we're going to get to today's show. Also, remember, make sure y'all support today's show. The links are going across the screen. We do not accept Cash App over here, but we do accept Venmo and PayPal. The links are going across the screen. The super chat is open as well. You can support anytime during the show. Shout out to everyone who always support the show. Always go out their way to support the show. I appreciate it. Y'all know it's very much appreciated. And y'all also know it goes to a great cause. Y'all always know that we are getting better over here. We're growing. We continue to grow. And I appreciate all the support. So let's see who's in the building. Hey, Miss Angie. Shout out to Miss Angie B in the building. Always coming through and holding down the chat. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Shouts out to you. She says, salute, SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV and fellow visionary. Shout out to you, Miss Angie B. I appreciate you, as always. And if you missed part one, if you missed yesterday's show, Miss Angie dropped the link, is in the chat. So make sure y'all go ahead and click that link and just keep it on pause in a separate window. And after today's show, make sure you check out yesterday's show if you missed yesterday's show. Thanks, Miss Angie. Shout out to my man Boot Camp in the building. What's good, my brother? Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to my man Zuma Duma in the building. Maintaining, bro. Maintaining. How are you? Shout out to my man Zuma. What's up, Scorpio? How you doing? Shout out to Scorpio Mama in the building. Shout out to my man Club Fortune. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Glad you're in the building. Glad you're in the building. Salute, salute, salute. See who else is in the building. Make sure I don't miss anyone. Shout out to Miss New York Nikki. What up, Nikki? How you doing? Shout out to Miss New York Nikki. I appreciate your support. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Shout out to Cuzzo in the building. Salute, Cuzzo. Salute, salute, salute. I appreciate your support as always. Shout out to Miss Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine. How you doing? Shout out to you. Oh, absolutely, Miss Angie. Oh, yeah, we're gonna stay at it. We're gonna stay at it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the clouds. If you're here, make sure you like and share today's show. Make sure you like and share today's show. Y'all see today's show. This is part 2 to yesterday's show. Rebuking the norm in our lives. Rebuking the norm in our lives. Now, when we say rebuking, what is rebuke? I know some of y'all are like, well, what is rebuking, DS1? What does rebuke mean? Rebuke simply means expressing sharp disapproval or criticism. And on yesterday's show, we spoke on the detriment of not rebuking the norm, of not rebuking what the world has to offer us men and what it has always had to offer us. And how we have to begin to rebuke these mindsets, these philosophies, and all of these narratives, all of these things that's actually put here to keep us confused, to keep us asleep, to keep us the walking dead, to keep us as cannon fodder, keep us as feeding fish, keep us looking like perpetual victims. So today, as we promised yesterday, shout out to my man Self University on the pull up. Salute, salute, salute. Right? Today, we're going to speak on the new norm. What's the new norm? What is this that we're dealing with now that has been going on for the past 20 years or so? Because I know some of y'all are like the new norm. We're going to speak on how things have elevated to a whole new level today. We spoke on this a little bit yesterday. See, I know a lot of y'all are probably like, well, DS1, you're not talking about nothing new. This type of stuff been happening forever. Crime has been going on forever. People have been dying forever. It's nothing new, DS1. You're not talking about anything new. Right? And that's true to a certain extent. But see, that's also a classic example of not understanding what's currently going on, understanding the new norm. The new norm. You see? What up, young Raz? How you doing? The new norm. See? Yeah, crime is normal. Death is normal. Yeah, these things are normal. But there's a new connotation to this stuff. You see? It's a whole new agenda behind what we see. It's being presented in a new way. And we have to talk about this so we can understand it, so we can help one another. You see? See, people don't like to have these conversations because they don't think that they're needed until they're actually needed. And see, by time y'all think these conversations are needed, what's actually needed is the action and not the conversation. And see, this is why I want to let men know we got to be proactive and not reactive. But you can't be proactive if you're not prepared. You're not preparing yourself for anything. Because you're focused on the norm. Your life, your mind is bombarded with just the norm. So when things begin to change, you don't know how to respond. So you react. And see, as men, if we're claiming to be leaders, right, we have to be prepared for certain things. We got to prepare ourselves for certain things. So when things happen, we know how to respond and not react. Because you react out of fear. You see? But see, what creates that reaction out of fear, what creates that level of unprepared, you being unprepared, is the fact that our minds are bombarded with the norm. Everything we see coming across our phones, everything we see coming across our timelines, that is of the norm. Big booties, lean, weed, clothes, food, cars, houses, Airbnbs, jewelry, sneakers, video games, weapons, the norm. The norm. We're inundated with the norm as men. Me too. I'm not just saying y'all, me too. There's some stuff I need to unfollow, some people I need to unfollow to get it off my timeline. You see? And the reason why we really have to start doing this, it's important for us men to start doing this because let me just be blatant. Shit is getting real. Not only is Not only shit has been real, but shit is getting realer. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. We need to understand this. I don't know if y'all get news coming across y'all timelines, if y'all don't got Citizens app and all this type of stuff connected to your local news and all of that, but it's going down out here. See, the new norm now is to not even negotiate with one another as men. There's no more talking. See, this is the new norm. Now it's just, I'm gonna just take your life. This is normal now. There's no more communication amongst men. You see? And see, this stuff has to be talked about because we got to know how to move out here. We got to know what's going on out here. But if all we sitting around talking about is celebrities and their relationships and this and that, stuff that don't even matter, we walking around out here blind. We're walking out our houses every day unprepared for what's outside our doors. Because our mind is focused on some stuff that don't even matter. Well, like Zuma said, he said, hide your kids, hide your wife, because it's finna get wicked. And what are we going to do, fellas? What are we doing? What are we focused on now? What really matters to you? Because it's a whole new ball game out here. Whole new ball game. Whole new playing field. It's very dangerous. But we too busy having this relationship conversation. When you're not even prepared for what's going on out here. See, these are the conversations that the men today are refraining from. They don't want to have these conversations on their platforms because they think nobody's listening. Nobody's in here. The numbers are not up. But these are the same conversations. You see, in the next 5 years, that's going to be at millions of views. You see? See, because men, we don't play for the short term. Men play for the long term. You see? I'm not up here to only be heard for today and tomorrow and next week and this month. No, I'm doing this because another man is going to hear this 20 years from now. A young man is going to hear this at a specific time when he needs to hear this. So this is why I don't chase the numbers. I don't chase the money. You see? I'm going to be blessed regardless. So I don't have to chase the money. Because the message is what's going to matter in a time when the money's not. See, I understand this. The message is going to matter more than your money. You see? The message will be more valuable than your dollars when that time comes. You can't buy your way out of hell. You see? But every day, they bombard you with this normal lifestyle that'll send you to hell. That'll bring hell all into your life. This is the new norm, to be a demon. Everybody's on demon time. That's the new norm. So that tells you what this place is becoming. If they're making it cool for everybody to be demons, the women and the men are on demon time. Where are we? Do y'all even ask yourselves this? This is the new norm, y'all. This is the new norm. This is the new norm. Everybody's on demon time. So where are we? What do you call a place where everyone's demons and savages? You got documentaries coming out with people eating human meat out here. This stuff is the new norm. People doing rituals. This stuff is normal now. Orgies, having orgies. You got the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas. Normal sexual acts is orgies now. That's normal. Having threesomes is normal now. This is the new norm, y'all. This is what we talk about. This is the new norm. This is normal now. Where we got two generations who have normalized barbaric sex, treating each other like barbarians. This is normal. This is normal. This is the new norm. And mind you, these are young adults and children we talking about here. Young adults and children. Normalized the threesome. Normalized this stuff. To where it's like, oh, it's just sex. Oh, it's nothing. It's just sex. It's nothing. What? When in my generation, we still was kind of nervous to do certain stuff. So are y'all understanding what I'm saying? In our generation, we still was scared to have sex without condoms. The Gen Zs don't even buy condoms. You pull out a condom around one of these younger girls today, what are you doing? What's that? What do you mean? This is a condom. Oh, I don't use those. I'm allergic. What? This is the new norm. This is the new norm. We used to be scared to do that. Not now. So this is why we have to have these conversations. Because us not having these conversations, when we go look at the stats, and then we're blown away. Oh, I didn't know it was that high. Yeah, because you're sitting around having foolish conversations. You don't even know what's going on in the environment. You don't know what's going on amongst the people. You see? Do y'all know America today is Egypt? Do y'all know that? This is Egypt. Look at the shit that we're doing. Just look at what's going on. Praying to multiple gods. Praying to multiple gods. Incest. Bestiality. Threesomes. Orgies. We're living basically in a homosexual society. Do y'all see what's going on? And y'all want to talk about relationships and wondering why relationships are not working. For one, y'all don't even understand what's going on in the world and understand what's impacting y'all perceptions on yourselves as men and women. This is why we need to step outside of the relationship conversation for a minute and understand what's going on in the world and what's happening to both of us. Then maybe you could understand why she thinks the way she thinks about men outside of her own experiences. Because she's being fed a narrative. Just like you're being fed a narrative. And then y'all arguing from a tainted perspective. And you don't even notice. You don't even notice. Hey, L'Oreal, how you doing? She says, allergic my ass. You better get out of there. Exactly. Zuma says Egypt and Babylon. Yep. Tarot cards. Facts. Yes, it does. It does. Shout out to my man Wacky in the building. What's good, Wacky? He says, heck yeah, our generation was afraid of not using protection. Our generation didn't find it cool to not use protection. Facts. But now, the new norm is to not use it at all. Ishtar and Osiris worship. Yep. Egypt was the land of physical captivity and Babylon was spiritual captivity. The states is the physical amalgamation of both of them. Yep. Absolutely. 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 Because this system has done this to us as men. It has left us in pieces. It's left us in pieces out here. You see? This is why we have to start rebuking these things. in our lives, if we have platforms rebuking them in the media, but in particular rebuking them in our lives, man, rebuking the norm, because this new norm that's going on out here today, if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. It's time for us to begin to stand for some shit again, fellas. And not just stand for something so you could be in your masculine frame for a woman. See, because let me explain something to y'all. A woman, right? Not the bag, but a woman wants to be with a man and stay with a man that's about something outside of her. If you are not dedicated and focused on something outside of her, you're not going to have her for long. You see? She have to see you rebuking things in your life, going against some shit. You know, that's what keep a woman attracted to you. When she see you fighting something in your life, fighting against something, standing against something. What do you think is going to convince her that you'll fight and defend her? Since you want to have a conversation all day, you're not rebuking nothing in your life. You see? Notice what I said. Rebuking anything in your life as a man. See, these are the conversations the men want to refrain from, because then the first thing that's going to be said is, oh, DS1 is attacking men. No, I'm not. I'm trying to remind us who we are, that we are men. I'm trying to remind us of that we are men. And don't forget that that's who you are. And you have to be a man whether she think you're man enough or not. You got to be man enough for you. Who are you? That's what I'm trying to get us to remember. You see? That you have a purpose. A purpose. You see? Your woman don't give you an identity. God gave you an identity. When he made you a male and granted you authority over the woman. See? And in order for you to keep that authority, there's things you have to do in your life. There's things you have to conquer in your life. This is what I want men to get back to understanding, so we could get off of, well, these women just get tired of us and having this weak, flimsy ass, watery ass type of like, bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You come on, bro. You come on, man. You come on, man. You sound like a man in pieces. That's what the conversation, this is what's happening to us when we indulge in these conversations. This is how we look. Sitting on panels having gender war conversations for 8 to 12 hours. To keep your mind bombarded with BS. When there's some shit coming in the world, man. Let me let y'all know this. You're in the building, hit that like button, man. Make sure you done what's free. Hit that like button. The links are going across the screen. Support today's show, y'all. Support today's show. Let me let y'all know this, man. Why do y'all think y'all see me on my health journey? Y'all think it's because I want to look good for women? Y'all think I'm here to impress women? That's what y'all think? Y'all think I want to walk around on the beach with my shirt off and, walk around looking like Johnny Bravo? That's what y'all think? No. Something totally different. Something totally different. Club Fortress says, nope, you were standing on your square by being an example of improving your health. Absolutely. Rebuking the norm. Rebuking the norm. Not at all. Miss Edgy says, I know that ain't it. But it's, number one, feels better. Feels better to fight against something that was within you that was hurting you. See, fellas, we sit up here, we waste a bunch of our time. We wasted years competing with each other, but you losing to the man in the mirror. You'll get on these panels and prove you're better than me, you're smarter than me, you get more money than me, you get more women than me, you have a better car than me, you live a better life than me, but you're losing to the man in the mirror. See, this is why I laugh at these dudes. This is why I've always laughed. I laughed before I could laugh now. Because y'all are losing to yourselves. This is why I've never competed. I've defended myself, but I've never competed because I'm at war with me, my demons. You see? I'm more scared of myself than I'm afraid of any of you niggas. I'm more afraid of myself than any of you niggas. That's why I don't compete with other men. I don't find that to be For what? Respect trumps all of that shit. You know what you're capable of doing, and so can I. So it's respect. It's no need to compete. I'm too busy worrying about this person. You see? Rebuking the norm. What is your norm? What's your MO? What up, Boogeyman? Salute, bro. He said, not only does it feel better to move away from the norm, but it actually is more beneficial to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you move away from the norm, you can actually find yourself. To you people who have problems with finding yourself and understanding who you are, the further you move away from what people tell you to be, who they tell you to be, what they tell you is cool, the further you move away from that, the closer you find yourself. Because the norm is designed for you to lose yourself. This is why mental health is out the goddamn roof. The mental health rates are through the roof. You know why? Because they have normalized negativity. That creates mental illness when wrong is normalized. This is why people going crazy. Because they have to accept it as being normal. Well, this is just life. That creates disease, dis-ease. That creates disease, dis-ease. I gotta sit with this toxic shit. I gotta sit with this. That create, and when things sit and fester, it creates what? Disease, dis-ease. Because it was dis-ease from the beginning. Normalizing wrong is a disease. Anybody who did that has a disease, a mental and spiritual disease. This is why you have to rebuke this stuff. Because it'll make you sick. It's already driving society crazy. Y'all don't see what's going on? Y'all don't see all these examples of civil unrest popping up? These Walmart shootings. Y'all didn't pay attention to how the beginning of the school year, the beginning of this school year, how was all these school shootings in the beginning of the school year? Y'all not paying attention? Y'all are not paying attention, right? Y'all don't see what's going on, do y'all? Zuma says, when matter and antimatter collide, it creates a destructive explosion. Same with right and wrong. You can't operate backwards without catastrophic failure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Boogeyman says the "that's just the way it is" mentality has not helped us at all. Absolutely, bro. I can't stand that. I hate to hear a person say that, because that is a sign of being defeated. And this is where they want everyone in society to be. Well, you know, that's where they want everybody to be. See, this is why when you speak like this on your platform, they don't let much people hear it. See? You see? See, that's when freedom of speech is no longer free. See, that's how you know you do have freedom of speech, but there's a price you pay for it. See, because why they don't have 1,000 people in here listening to this message? Because they don't want this type of stuff to be important to people. They don't want these conversations to be important. They want these type of conversations to be boring, to be taboo, to be, oh, you can't do nothing about it. So they want that. They want y'all to label it that. And then when the time comes, it's like, remember when such and such said? Just like we still talk about the shit Malcolm said how many years ago? We still talking about the shit Gandhi said how many decades ago? All the shit Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, and all of them said. We still talking about it today. That shit is worth more than all your goddamn money. Because it's timeless. The message is timeless. You see? But we're in a society where it is motivated by numbers, money. So if you ain't got no money, your message don't mean shit. See, this is the norm. This is the norm. Malcolm didn't have no money. Martin Luther King didn't have no money. So why do they message still reign supreme in a time where money matters more than a message? Answer that question. Hmm? You see? You see this? Because the new norm is for a man not to have a message. For a man not to stand for nothing. Don't stand for shit. Just pay for it. Don't be about nothing. Just have a little something. Don't know nothing. You see that? Look at what this shit has turned men into. Oh, men are the leaders. Men are this, men are that. Look at what this shit has turned us into. Look how zesty men are today. Look at all the zest monsters running around today. Look at what we just found out about Meek Mill. We love Meek. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Yeah, we know you wasn't finished with Diddy, nigga. Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? See why we got to rebuke the norm? Because see, the new norm is for a dude to say, I'm a real man, I'm a real nigga. And you just slept with a man. And then you tell niggas to mind their business and worry about what's going on in their bedroom, like Dwight Howard did. See, this is the new norm for men. This is the new norm. This is new now. And don't consider yourself, don't even just come out and say, I'm a gay man. They don't even got to do that no more. They could still stand on, I'm a real nigga. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? What up, Garrison? Salute. You see what I'm talking about? L'Oreal says, just play dumb, don't say nothing, and don't speak up. Absolutely. Absolutely. And L'Oreal, ladies in the chat room, no offense, but let me be honest real quick. Isn't that what y'all have been doing for years? Do y'all see what's going on, men? What L'Oreal just put in the chat is what the women have been doing for years. Playing dumb, not saying nothing, and never speaking up. Now the women are acting like the goddamn men. They're speaking up, they're advocating, they're unifying, they're getting laws passed, and we're playing dumb and not saying shit and getting paid to be whores. Meek Millie run the city. Little mooks for the bag. Just to wear a bag. Y'all don't see what's going on out here? This is the new norm. Y'all saw the video when Diddy was calling Meek daddy. Meek was sitting in the pool soaking his ass. You did good, daddy. That's what Diddy told him. This is the new norm for men. But we sitting up here still trying to make all this shit going on with us. But we still got our mouths on these women. All this shit going on with us, though. All this shit we got to clean up as men, we still got our mouths on these women. You niggas need to shut up. Matter of fact, let me calm down for y'all getting mad at me. Oh, this one's being mean. I don't want to be mean to you guys. My bad. My apologies. I don't want to be mean. But that stuff, it's very sad. It's very sad. And it makes it doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't. It really doesn't. But this is the new norm. This is the new norm, man. We got to rebuke this stuff, man. What happened to men? What happened to men? What happened to men standing on some shit? What Lil King said? What happened to standing on business? What happened to standing on business? And when we talking about business, we talking about man shit. We talking about principles, morals, ethics. Shit that we don't waver on. Y'all heard me speak about this for years. Y'all heard me speak about this, man. But more time than now, we gotta get it together. We gotta get our internal together, man. We gotta get our internal together. Our spirituality, our health, our family, our appearance, and our dwelling. We got to get that shit together. Because that shit is under full attack. And they already got a lot of us because they already got us spiritually compromised. They already got us spiritually compromised. DMW shot, salute. He says men have to possess these traits to live them out. I believe a lot of men possess them. I believe some of these traits, I believe the traits are there. I think the issue with it is, DMW, is knowing how to express it. And that part of a lot of men has been put on sleep mode. It is not active. It's not that it's not there. It's not active. The way to express it. It's on hibernation, sleep. Then when you begin to rattle it, you know, when you wake somebody up in the middle of their sleep, it's like, you know, some people jump up and get scared. This is what's going on with a lot of men. A lot of men, life is shaking them up and they don't know what to do. But this is why you guys can come here, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, where you can get a word from other men, the men in the chat, and from me. Because we are our own agency. We're our own agency, man. A lot of men, as generations went on, a lot of men today are they're susceptible to stuff a lot more than the previous generations, because it's not that because they're just weaker, it's that society is breaking down. You know? And a lot of people are just left out there to deal with shit on their own, and it's hard. And as men, we have to have that level of compassion for each other. Stop the competition. Have compassion. Help another brother before you laugh at him, before you try to shit on him. If you can't help him, then don't talk bad about him. At least just walk away. If that's the worst you gonna do that, bro. Just walk away. Don't laugh at him. Don't beat him down. Don't, you know? Because that is something we have to rebuke as men. This fake bravado, this fake competition shit that leads to destruction amongst us men, especially us brothers. That leads to destruction. Competition doesn't lead to development like y'all say it does. It doesn't. Somebody's gonna feel like they're not powerful. Somebody's gonna feel like they're weak. Somebody's gonna feel like they're a sucker, and they're gonna do some shit to prove that they a man. This is why I don't compete with no other man. I do my own thing. I don't want your woman. I don't want your money. I don't want to dress like you. I got my own style, all that. I'm not competing with nobody. Let's have compassion for one another before competing. Show the man some respect, that he got enough heart to get up and to even get up in there and get active. See, we have to rebuke that negativity, man. We have to rebuke that. See, because the new norm amongst these new guys is, if you're not strong enough, we just gonna knock you off. See, that's the new thing amongst these new guys. If you not the level of demon we on, we gonna get you up out of here, homie. Because you in the way. You see? Competition. That leads to destruction. No, we need compassion, not competition. He not strong enough, help him get stronger. You can't help, if you can't help him, you know somebody that do. This is what me and my brothers do for one another. There's no competition. It's collaboration, cooperation. We help each other in all areas in which we're lacking. You see that? We have to rebuke the things that we have normalized as men as far as communicating with one another, how we get along with one another. That has to change, because we have to look at the result of it. It hasn't worked. It has to be bigger than in the name of getting money. It has to be about, I care about you. I give a fuck that you make it home to them kids at night. So you ain't my bro because we get money together. You my bro because you my brother. There's love there. I care about your safety. I care about how you thinking. If you got something going on, call me, bro. My brothers know that. If I need to chop it up with somebody about something that's going on with me, I could call DS1. My brothers know that. They can't call me for $1 million. They can't call me for the bag. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But if they need somebody to listen and to give them a good word, they could call me. They know that. Just like I know what I can call them for. I know I can call them and cry on the goddamn phone. Just like they know they could call me and cry on the phone. I'm talking about snot, nigga. I ain't talking about whining. I'm talking about crying. I'm not talking about whining. We don't get on the phone and whine with each other. Venting. Yeah. Man shit. Stop being afraid to show you a man. And the first man that you are is a human. So stop being afraid to show you a human. All that fake macho, fake bravado shit. That's why I don't like. If you into that fake competition, I don't deal with dudes like that. I keep them dudes far away from out my cipher because they cause confusion and you know. Do I have to say it? I'm stuttering. So do I have to say what's going to happen? I don't like that. I don't like that energy. I don't like that. That's I don't like that. Shout out to my brother Papa Flocka on the check-in. Salute, my brother. Salute, my brother. Boogeyman says we need this message today. Salute. We got to rebuke this stuff, man. A lot of us be sitting around talking about, yo, man, you know, these young boys, they be out in the streets and you know the kids can't even play outside in the parks no more. You know why? You know why? Because all they doing is reliving the same shit that they saw. It's just their turn to join the script. This is why we must rebuke the norm. See, it's new to them. It's not new to us. It's just their turn to join the script. But why I named today's show part 2, the new norm, is because the effect is different. The effect is much more catastrophic. You see? See, these young boys, look what just happened to homeboy in Chicago. He got killed in front of his kids. They shooting kids too. See, it's different. The level of evil is different. It's much more diabolical than it was. Much more diabolical. And Zuma in the chat, he know it's much more diabolical, man. They don't just want to hurt you. They want to hurt your family. They want to hurt your family's family. It's much more diabolical. It's a different connotation to this stuff. Shout out to my man Bob. He says salute, rebuke. Absolutely, my brother. And shout out to my man Bob, man. Continue to rebuke, my brother. I'm so proud of you, bro. Continue on with the content. I'm going to keep sharing your shows as always, man, but keep doing your thing, Bob. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. You know my line is always open if you need to chop it up, man. Shout out to my man Bob. Make sure y'all go over there and follow my man Bob too, man. Boogeyman says these young boys are basically reliving the competition that the older generation had, which is why we have a lot of what we're seeing going on now. Absolutely, bro. That was exactly my point. You landed the plane perfectly. That's exactly what I meant. That's exactly what I meant. And these young boys don't understand that in today's time, it's a different level of destruction. Not only are you getting more time, but y'all losing y'all neighborhoods. They sending y'all straight to the feds for gun charges. Then you come back and your neighborhood, not even your neighborhood no more. It's a different level. It's a different level. Garrison says, one-uppers, etc., also throwing sideways disses. Nope. Zuma says, they can't get mad because we had to learn from somewhere. We just got better equipment to murk ourselves. Bingo. The constant threat of extinction. The constant threat of extinction is at an all-time high today amongst us men. I could take my children to a theme park and step on your foot And you might kill me in front of my kid in a goddamn theme park. This is normal. So now, because you couldn't let go of the fact that I stepped on your shoe or I brushed up against you, you go into the car to come shoot up a theme park with kids and families in here, man. Because you want to prove you a man. This is the new norm. I gotta bring my gun and keep my gun in the car if I'm going to a theme park, just in case it might end up in a shootout. Because it's a bunch of mentally ill men who believe a bunch of shit they listen to in rap songs and watch on their timelines. They believe a narrative that they were force-fed through YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook by kids who was influenced by YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Listen to this. I'm talking to the men. What are we going to do about this? We're the leaders, right? I'm not talking about what we're going to do for no women now. What we going to do? These boys and these girls are our children, right? They are future, right? When are we going to start rebuking these things in front of them? How are we going to do this? By showing them that we can operate correctly. That's why I salute brothers, and rest in peace to Big Dale, man. That's why I salute the brothers who made the change. The OGs who can show the younger brothers that you don't got to hate him because he's in the opposite gang. Because we taught y'all that shit, and that's not real. Because you see me and him, that's his big homie, I'm your big homie, and we best friends. We go fishing together now. Our wives go shopping together. We go on cruises together. Our children know one another. Our grandchildren know one another. This shit is over. It's not real. It's fake. It's destruction. It's not what men do. Men only go to war to protect. Men only kill in the name of protection. Men only go to war to maintain peace. Let me repeat that. Men only go to war to maintain peace. That's the only time I should be coming out like this. That's because somebody has disturbed my peace. Not put a shoe print on the front of my shoe. That doesn't denote war, young brothers. Ain't you getting money? Just Bro, go to the water fountain, wipe your shoe off, bro. How does that tell you in your mind TOS? How do you get because you've been force-fed some bullshit for so long that you think is real because it's normal. And I'm here to tell y'all that we're living in a world that has normalized wrong, have normalized evil and wickedness and destruction. So it tells men that you need to be a killer to be a man. When men are about peace, see that? Real men are about peace. We only go to war to maintain it. That's the only time. But this system has taught us to normalize killing one another, to normalize disrespecting one another, disregarding one another, laughing at one another, and not trying to help each other. See? This is normal. To think that you're not good enough because you don't have the bag, because you don't have the Benz, because you don't have the baddie. When look what's happening to all the baddies in the BBL fights. Look what's happening to them. That should tell you something, fellas. You've been chasing a facade. And I'm here to tell you, it's only going to get worse. The narratives are only going to heighten because the new norm is for you to live this way and to be proud of it. Not to just live and say, well, what else I'm going to do? No, that's not these generations. The new norm is to happily be a fool. Who gonna check me? Happily be a fool. Happily. You'll defend your ignorance. Even go to the extent and say that there is no God. That's why you hold up your ignorance and your wickedness. This is the new norm. Shit, what else we gonna do? See that? You only live once. See that? The new norm, to crash out. Rick Ross and Kanye did a song a few years back. Live fast and die young. Live fast and die young. It's the new norm. It's the new norm. It's the new norm, y'all. See, before, it used to be a sad day when a young man loses life at 20, 22, 34, 40. Shit, even 60. Oh, he was a young man. Now, you go to these young boys' funerals. Young brother got killed at 27. Save a spot for me, bro. I'm coming soon. You know, we don't live that long. He was 27. His homeboys at the funeral was 22, 23. They ready to die. This is the new norm, to be celebrated dead young. They'll name a neighborhood after you. You died at 14, somebody blew your brains out. They named the neighborhood after you. This is the new norm. Get your brains blew out at the bus stop. They're going to name the whole street after you. Forget how that made your mama feel when your grandmama feel and your daddy feel. Forget how that messed up your whole family. Because the homies could celebrate you. See this? This is the new norm. Getting killed on live stream. Getting killed on camera. Killing on camera is the new norm. And mind you, this whole live stream, I ain't say nothing about what women had to do. It's time for us to move away from that shit. Because they know what they got to do, and they doing it. We the ones still confused out here. We the ones that still act like we don't know what time it is out here. The men. Zuma says, shout out to my ghetto angels. 27 is old now, bro. We dying in our teens. I ain't expected to make it to 23, big bro. That breaks my heart, man. I'm praying for you, bro. That breaks my heart, man. This man said he ain't expected to make it to 23. Guess what we used to say, Zuma, the millennials? We was trying to make it to 20 to 30, 25, 30. You said you ain't expected to make it to 23. Y'all see what's going on out here? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all see what's going on out here amongst us brothers, man? Dying in their teens. Getting championed for dying in their teens. Club Fortune says, I ain't started seeing billboards on the freeway. I ain't even started seeing billboards on the freeway of their dead homies. Boogeyman says, getting blown away on live like you won the Super Bowl now. Yup. Literally, man. I've literally saw young men literally get blown, like gunned down on live streams, man. Young boys having shootouts on live streams. This shit ain't no game. That's why we got to rebuke this stuff, man. We got to rebuke the mindset behind it. And we got to rebuke the principalities that's fueling this shit. The men got to do it. The men. Remember, the women are support. They're supposed to be in support of it, meaning they understand what's going on. They know what type of man you are, and they know how to support it. But we supposed to be on the front line. niggas is taking the back seat. Niggas is eating donuts and drinking coffee. We ain't gonna go there, man. We not gonna go there, man. T Church says, I got a lot of friends that died before 20. It's not a game, man. And see, this is the reason why we have to have these conversations, because for brothers like Zuma, brothers like T Church, they need to understand that that's not normal. Because this stuff plagues on our minds as men. Let's be honest. This is the shit that's driving us crazy. Picture you grew up with 5 of your homies, and by the time you 23, 4 of them is dead. And then the other one in jail for life for killing somebody. You know what that's going to do to your mind? This is why we have to have these conversations, and we have to normalize having these conversations, because rebuking has to become normal. You can't protect if you don't rebuke. Because what are you protecting from? Okay, physical danger. Okay, but what about spiritual danger? Do you protect from that? Huh, Mr. Leader? Huh, Mr. Leader of the household? Do you protect from that? Do you protect yourself from spiritual danger? Is your house ran on a narrative that creates demons in your house? But what, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill. T Church says, I had to become righteous because of my love for them. Man, hear that? In honor of his friends losing their life, he had to become righteous to show them how much he loved them. See, that's some man shit right there. That's some man shit right there, in honor of his friends. He said he had to live a righteous life to truly honor his friends who lost their life doing wrong. And he knew if he kept doing wrong, he'll dishonor them, because he'll end up dying the same way. That's some man shit right there, man. This is why we got to have the conversation. We can't give up and not have the conversation. We don't care if the numbers are low. We don't care about that. We don't care about YouTube not sharing it out and all that. Because it's going to get the numbers when it needs to be heard. And I just pray it's not too late. That's all. Zuma says, at T Church, facts, I'm not letting them die in vain. See, that's man shit. Camaraderie and brotherhood. It's a real life battle royal. Survivor's guilt is real. Tell me about it, Zuma. Tell me about it. Man, survivor's remorse. That shit make me cry sometimes. Survivor's remorse. It's like war in our own backyard. I'm telling you, it's demonic. Telling you it is. Telling you it is. Shout out to my man Club Fortune. I appreciate the super chat, bro. He said, thanks for this, pushing me to frequently evolve. Salute, my brother. I appreciate your support, man. Appreciate your support. I appreciate that super chat. Double C in the building. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute. He says, I'm just getting back right spiritually myself at the tender age of 42. I knew I was lost and realized that I'm spiritually bankrupt. Man. So you're rebuking that. You're rebuking that, man. You're rebuking that. And you're going to refill that spiritual bank account, man. And you know how to do that, my brother. Getting into the word of God, man. You already know that, bro. Shout out to my man Double C. Shout out to my brother Po Boy Films. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute. Yeah, man. I had to take a creative recharge, my brother. Creative recharge, man. But we back. We back in full effect, man. Shout out to my brother Po Boy Films. Hope all is well, my brother. Shout out to my brother Ebo, man. Salute. Salute, my brother. Salute. He says there's some young generals up in this chat, DS1. Salute to all. Absolutely. Shout out to my brother Ebo, man. I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate your support as always. Zuma says, I travel the world for the ghetto's angels. Go places they only heard about. They keep me going. Wow. Young generals, them visionaries. Camille says, you are doing a powerful work and God will increase all that you do. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to everyone that's in the building. If you have enjoyed today's show, if you are in the building, make sure you've done what's free, man. Make sure you've done what's free. That's hit that like button, hit that share button. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Share today's show. Make sure you like today's show. Also, if you enjoyed the content, don't hesitate to donate. The links are going across the screen. Shout out to everyone who has. If you have hit the PayPal, if you have hit the Venmo, if you have hit the Super Chat, it's very much appreciated. It's very much appreciated. Much love to y'all, man. We will be back here tomorrow, right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with some more great content. I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to all the visionaries for coming through. Shout out to my lovely mods. Salute to y'all lovely ladies for always coming through and holding down the chizat for me. Shout out to all my brothers for coming through and showing support. Shout out to everyone who has financially supported as well. Get down in the comment section. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of today's show. Make sure you check out part 1 as well. Miss Angie dropped the link to part 1 in the chat room. Make sure y'all go check out part 1. We will be back tomorrow right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.